Patterns and belief systems. So patterns are a habit that we have formed over our life. It's very often patterns of thinking. So when you tell something to somebody, they react oftentimes in the very same way. We have these patterns and habits already instilled in us. These patterns can be very helpful, but you'll actually find as we get older in life, our world has changed, our needs have changed, and therefore the patterns ought to change also. So patterns of thinking often come back down to being worthy again. My parents' generation had it drilled into their head that they're not worthy. They had it drilled in heavy in school. So they're the kind of patterns that they carry on then in life with. So we're going to have a look at the repetition of thoughts and how you feel about your situation and how you feel about yourself in the situation, because you'll find they're patterned, they're happening again and again. Traditions and beliefs. So traditions that we hold very strong in ourselves and beliefs that we hold very strong in ourselves. Every human on this planet has beliefs. We have beliefs instilled in us in the first few years of our life, and this is for our own preservation on the earth. But later on in life, it's worth questioning these beliefs, and are they really true, and do they benefit us? At this point, we're looking for more energy, and we're looking for everything that benefits us and taking away anything that does not benefit us. Beliefs and limitations. So beliefs that are helpful and beliefs that are not helpful for us. Believing that you are strong and worthy of health is very beneficial. Believing that you are a sinner and you deserve to be beaten for the rest of eternity is very unhelpful. This will not really bring you back to health. So this is why we want to look at our thoughts. So may I just introduce you to a concept in the word belief. B-E, which is to be here now, and then the word goes L-I-E, which is a lie. So what does that mean? Are beliefs lies? Not necessarily, but you believe something when you don't know it to be true. So beliefs tend to be more from the head, which is very connected with ego. They tend to be very in line there. Whereas a knowingness is coming from a much, much deeper place. And I'm encouraging you to come from a place of knowingness as opposed to beliefs. Because the person who instilled that belief in you, although their intents may have been very honourable, your life has changed a lot from a 7-year-old to where you are now. So we want to come from a place of knowingness, knowing what feels right for you, and then honouring this, rather than a place of, I just believe it to be true, therefore I'm following suit and it's actually harming me. Beliefs cause limitations in our life. And maybe we want to look at how we are limiting ourselves in our life, and it's usually with our thoughts. Some of the thoughts we're having may not be productive to our health because we believe we should get in line or act a certain way or behave a certain way with some people and behave a certain way with others, or be seen to be doing this or be seen to be healthy when you're not. All those kind of things are concepts that are not particularly life affirming for us, because life affirming is spontaneous, which means it's impulsive and it's in that moment, and life is happening in the moment. When you get that energy surge and just sort of go, oh, I just want to get out to the park right now. Oh, I don't want to be in my house. I just want to sit outside on the lawn. And you feel that, then that's really good to do that. I definitely find when you're not following your intuition, this is working against you, and you just instinctively know, your cells know that you're not making maybe the best decisions for yourself. What that might mean is you might feel that you have to be there for your children, for example, which is a reasonable belief to have, that you are there, but you may not have the energy to get to their graduation, for example, which is something you absolutely want to do, and you're going to do it anyway, but it's going to destroy you to get there. So is this really honoring you, or are you doing that because you believe you should have to do that, or you believe you have to do that? So I'm giving these examples. They may or may not be relevant to you. I'm simply asking you to look at the thoughts and the beliefs that you are having about yourself, and are they limiting your world? Because in your world now, it's different from the world you've come from, where you remember having energy, or maybe you don't ever remember having energy. That's very common. A lot of people don't even remember having good energy. But when you last remember being healthy or not sick, for example, are your thoughts allowing you to have a bigger world than you had before? Are they going to keep you trapped in a cage? Because it's our thoughts that change our reality, and it's our thoughts that annoy us and drive us through hell when we're laying down for hours and days and weeks and months. So cleaning out the thoughts, cleaning out the limitations, just cleaning out the junk. You know, if it doesn't serve you, if it's not giving you life energy, it's just not necessary. Life wants you to be full of life. What's right for you is energy promoting. What's not right for you takes energy away.